Hello and welcome back to our continuing adventures, dare I say exploits, on the Let's Defend platform. Today we are covering SOC121 Event ID 53, or Proxy Malicious Executable File Detected. This occurred February 7th, 2021 at 12:19 p.m. I do believe this is the first SOC 121 exercise I have come across. Let's see, we just did. No, we did one just earlier. Did 11750. Let's see, I see a 120 and a 123 that I've done previously. So, and I'm doing these partially out of order, obviously, seeing as how I did April, and then jump back to February, and it looks like there's January still having to go through and do. But irregardless, this looks like Susie Host attempted to reach out to, oh God, Gravril Optikey, Kappa key, to pull down a pianification zone. I don't know. Terrible. Terrible. It was blocked, thankfully. Looking at it, this does not look like anything that really anybody should be hitting. And I am kind of curious as to what in God's name is netsons.org. Almost look like some sort of dynamic DNS because of the subdomain. Copy and paste it and grab it. Irregardless, so it's on Susie's host. Let's see, has anything here been agent down? So yeah, we're not going to get anything from the endpoint. Of course, I'm surprised anything was able to go through because I'm pretty sure that sometime in 2020 we asked for the system to be contained. Okay, so we're looking for anything February 7th right there. Event 350 to 89, 40, 172, 171. Is that or 121? 121. Yep, okay. And that is our netsons.org and then the exe. But then nothing else that follows up past that point because then we go into December. Okay. So, the domain in question, or actually the full link, but they were trying to go to, that's what? 2 detections for malware, 3 for malicious. URL house says malicious, ESET says malware. The beautiful thing is that, again, underneath details, we have a body SHA-256 that we dump in, and we get the same .exe, but is instead picked up. Granted, it's 13 days old in terms of detections, but 50 out of 75 engines pick this thing up as something terrible. With that said, hybrid analysis using that same exact hash given to us in VirusTotal for that body SHA-256 using the URL gives us an item labeled Trojan.generic, threat score of 99 out of 100, AV detection 74%, and this sandbox has labeled it as malicious. Scheduled tasks to run, runtime broker. Wild West domains, huh? Italy. Apparently communication to pastebin. Huh. Maybe check comms? it's available. Oh, and it reaches out to the same type of thing, same type of domain to pull down the runtime broker. But this one actually did do it. So this one's heuristic backdoor. Oh goody, backdoors. And we end up with the same type of situation for any.run. This picks it up as a loader. Which I guess makes sense because it's effectively set to just run every single time you're logged in for runtime broker. Check some. Check remote debugger present. Used in malware anti-debugging. ttns.net. So did we actually see? Yes. Connection back on 8080. Or connection 2 at least. Some sort of probably keep alive message. Maybe, possibly. Pastebin. Cloudflare. Yeah, irregardless. So we got this. What does runtime broker show up as on VT? Stub. My little stubby. Oh, God. Runtime broker. Well, by the same token, could we not just take this in and let's see what, do you have a, I don't think I've got a window open with. There it is, URL house. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, what do you have that points into here that you guys are aware of? Hey, look at that. We got a couple of things. Except it kind of cuts off. Oh, runtime broker, all the same. Currently offline. Well, yeah, we would kind of hope so. And they tagged it with async rat. Oh, goody. Yes, thank God that this ended up being blocked. Well, if we were going to investigate, if we didn't have anything else to take a look at, we'd probably call Susie in and explain, okay, hey, why did you try to hit a netsuns.org domain? Where? What told you? What directed you there? Oh, now the question is, her attempt to reach out there, are they going to count that as C2? Yeah, I've already gone to how to maximize points on this. Because we've looked, and the only traffic we have is them going out, right? There's only one page, only one item for February 7th, and the actual action of going out. So, don't know if they're going to count that as, and it was blocked. Which we are very thankful for, because it'd be another box that we'd have to have. Oh, you guys want more stuff like this? Okay. Source IP, that would be the SUSE host at 172.16.17.5. Destination URL. That would be the gobbledygook. And then agent was Chrome-Windows. Search log, yes. It is malicious because it contains all the negatives. Still would love to know as to what directed into this. Irregardless, URL address. We're just going to put that in there. We got a couple of other things. We got some hashes we need to add. So this other one. Oh, it gives us something else that's different too. Okay. So this is the 2 5s. The original .exe that they tried to pull down. And then the next one is what? The runtime? Yeah, it's denoted as runtime broker, as opposed to stub, according to BT. Okay, what else did we manage to pull? Well, we have an IP address, that being of the host that we try to resolve back to for the NetSuns domain. So we've got 2 IPs, at least according to this stuff as it breaks out. And this was what? That's the Gravi capital, so on and so forth. And then we have the dynamic DNS. That's going to translate to 79 44 112 200. Okay, so we've got that direction without the, we've got those two, we've got the IP addresses pulled forth. Question is, do we actually want to sit there and do we care about the paste bin aspect? No, let's do this. I don't know as to whether or not if we would actually allow that as an organization, because we're kind of missing those, I guess, directions. Directs to Cloudflare. So what I'm doing is I am just behind the scenes pulling up a command prompt to do an NS lookup, attempting on paste bin but screwing it up. I added an S before paste. I'm going to point it towards Cloudflare's 1.1.1.1 DNS server. See as to whether or not if I get anything. Timed out. Jack crap. Well, poo on you. Alright, if I run it without you running through Cloudflare, pastebin.com, I get the non-authoritative response of 104.23.98.190. So instead of 99, it's 98. So just back this off and back forward goes to Cloudflare. So I would say that Pastebin is using Cloudflare. Cloudflare SSL, yep. Alright, so that seems to smack out without any sort of complaint there. I'm just going to forego it. Has anyone accessed the IP URL domain? Oh, now the infernal question. Trying to figure out what exactly they're shooting for. Because we have the one log entry for SUSE-host. The log entry to in which it was blocked. Now they denote, was there any access? As in allowed access or blocked access? Boy. Well, we've got a hit in the logs. That's how all this stuff kicked off. So I'm just going to say yes. System was already in containment, and we'll see as to whether or not if we get butchered for that. Although realistically, it's what, 1 point if I get it wrong? At any particular point, I suppose I could probably sit there and raise a stink in regards to that. True positive, yes, it was indeed a malicious executable file. What did we find the best evidence of that? Just loader? Yeah. Um, Alright, that's going to pop us back to the finished. And then we're looking, that was what, Feb 7th? Yes, 53. Is there access to the malicious address? Yeah, okay. I suppose I see that. I mean, it is ultimately they tried to access it. That's what kind of was the whole alert was centered around. Malicious executable that was up on there, but it was blocked. So was there? They tried to hit it, but whatever. Not that terribly important. The stuff blocked it. We didn't see any other indications of anything else, so I guess technically if it had worked, then we would have seen another hit to it to go out and pull down the runtime broker. So, whatever. Okay, so as that sits, that is SOC121, EventID 53, Proxy Malicious Executable File Detected for February 7th, 2021 at 12:19 p.m. And with that, I will see everyone in the next video.